Hey guys, Xaryu here, and today you guys asked for it, so I'm going to deliver some RMP gameplay. Here I'm actually from the priest point of view, so I've done some stuff from the mage point of view, some stuff from the rogue point of view. Now let's give you guys some stuff from the priest point of view. So my objective here, guys, is really to help with the triple cross you see when we're doing setups. But I guess I should mention I am playing a fire mage, and I do believe in assassination rogue. Bean Boy Stark's playing assassination here with Bert and Bean Slayer X. So our triple cross you see, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, isn't as important if you're playing a composition like this and if you're playing Frost sub RMP. So with Frost sub RMP, it's like control everything, burst hard, run out, reset, rinse and repeat. With a composition like this, it's like get CC, get follow-up CC, get that, we got that sheep trot into the sheep, into the fear with the kidney on the destruction warlock, but it's less cross CC and more just like you're training someone down hard. We had a lot of line of sight issues here, as you can see in the opener with my mage, and right away Cauterize is procced, which is a little unfortunate, but right away we get the wall from the warlock. We get some nice CC on the shaman, who is playing Relentless, by the way, so he doesn't have a trinket to go through, and we do get Spirit Link. So even though we had a little bit of issues in the opener with getting that mage topped off, we are looking okay offensively, throwing out some more shields, popping Rapture as well just to continue shielding Bert. He does pop Temp Shield, get a couple Shadow Mends, looks like he's going to be completely fine, and the Vendetta from my rogue comes out, the blind comes out onto the shaman, the sheep now comes out onto the Frost Death Knight, so we have a ton of follow-up CC. If we can land a sheep or a sap off of that onto the shaman, I do have a fear coming up pretty soon here. The Warlocks is pretty much just going to go down, or is at least going to be in a World of Fart, and we're going to force some more defensive cooldowns from the enemy team. We do not get any follow-up CC after the blind. We get that full kidney shot. I'm actually going to push in with a feather to try to get a half fear so we can maybe get a polymorph off of that. And as I'm pushing in, the wall from the warlock fades, and I'm kind of dead zoning the shaman from being able to heal his warlock right now. I'm pushing out the shaman to the middle. I don't actually get the fear, but by the time he does actually cast, he does get locked out by the mage. The Dragon's Breath comes out, the DK trinkets the Dragon's Breath, but since the shaman is locked out now, it's pretty much the end of the warlock. It looks like 3%, 1%, and he does go down. This was a very, very, very fast-paced game where we kind of just opened up, got a lot of cooldowns. Next set of cooldowns was Vendetta from the Assassination Rogue, the full blind onto the healer. Didn't quite get any follow-up CC, but since he was trying to avoid the fear and he didn't juke the counter spell, the warlock just went down. Here's the damage breakdown. We're about 2400 MMR here. As you can see, we didn't do the most damage in the world, but our damage came with CC, so we did manage to get that kill. Alright guys, and in this next match, Black Rock Cold Arena, it was a very, very difficult match. Here fighting a Ret Paladin, Ellie Shaman Disc Priest, and some Ret Paladins are kind of asking me, what comps can I play besides Ret Hunter? This comp, guys, I would highly, highly recommend it. I'm definitely good friends with Envious, and he says he loves playing this composition, and they go me. I am the primary kill target, but they are also going to split some damage onto the mage as well. I'm doing my best to heal through this. I am playing Masochism, which helps me survive just a little bit, throwing shields everywhere with Rapture, but the enemy team is just absolutely cleaving us down. If you guys haven't noticed, I am using all of my penances offensively. Using that offensive penance is going to heal everyone that has plea on them or atonement from plea on them, and I'm just going to, offensively penance to heal my whole team. Shadow Mend when I can as well. Going for the massive spell, and the bubble does look like I get it, and I just keep throwing out the shields and cooldown as well. Offensively penancing there once again to heal everybody. And as a priest, guys, I'd say one of the #1 things, well, just quickly, let me interrupt myself. I do get very low, pop that pain suppression in the Hammer of Justice, so I actually don't die. Did not trinket, do not have trinket available because I did trinket that last go, so pain suppression myself. Looks like I'm going to barely survive this one, but I'm pretty much out of cooldowns from here. But what I was saying is that you don't need to juke much as a Disciplined Priest because you have Shadow Mend. If they kick Shadow Mend, then you can Penance, you can Shield, you can Clarity. If you get kicked in Penance, Shield, or, Penance or Clarity, then you can spam Shadow Mends once again. So you're going to have a tree to always kind of cast in. So don't juke yourself to death on a Disc Priest, guys. If you get kicked, that's okay. Let the kick happen and move on, right? It's not a huge, huge deal since you have more schools. This next go is very scary, but I do, boom, throw down that pre-barrier. Very happy with that go. Pre-barrier on the Hammer of Justice, so I am going to survive at least another go. We're going to throw out the shield, going to give atonements around, throw those atonements around, do that offensive penance, but Wings is being popped here. Very, very scary time for us, but that full sheep comes out on the priest, that dragon's breath into the sheep, so hopefully we can kill the paladin here. The paladin has a bop, but I dispel the bop, the kidney comes out, and the pally does go down there in that CC chain. Here's the damage breakdown, and we got destroyed, we got smoked on damage, but Disc Priest healing, very, very, very solid, kept our team alive for that, and we did manage to get a kill on the Ret Paladin. And here we are in Tol Varan Arena. This is the last game once again versus the Ellie Shaman and the Ret Paladin and the Disc Priest. And, you know, this is just a matchup that was very difficult for me to survive. So I wanted to make a video on it to kind of help you guys understand how I live. So every like Hammer of Justice should be kind of paired with something a little bit like defensively, right? Like right here, I'm probably going to have to use Rapture. I'm guessing that I just use a Rapture right there to kind of keep our team topped off. Something to note is I am playing Trinity this game. I don't think I even noticed it quite yet, but I'm throwing shields everywhere, but I want to get the atonements up. I just checked right there. I'm like, am I playing Trinity? I'm like, I am playing Trinity. So I'm going to have to, you know, press plea, get those atonements up onto my mage, onto my rogue, onto myself, and then continue with those offensive penances. And that's the only way we're going to be able to top my team. Now, I'm getting very, very low here, but I am playing Masochism. I am playing Twist of Fate, so I should be able to get myself out of this world of hurt with just a couple Shadow Mens. Once again, they're hitting me so low, 5%, 3% life there. Actually, throw out the pain suppression as well. But now we have that counterspell onto the Disc Priest, the sheep onto the shaman, and the pally's taking a lot of damage as well. So this is kind of a matchup where if we survive, it looks like we're gonna win, but it's very difficult to survive. I have the atonements out everywhere. Once again, my mage is forced in an ice block. The Hammer of Justice comes down to me once again. This time we have no trinket and no pain suppression. Do you get kicked? Getting kicked is fine, just like I just talked about, right? I get a couple Shadow Mens off because I got kicked in that penance. Throw down the barrier as well. Put out my wings, and with that offensive penance, with the wings, with the barrier, boom! Everyone's going back up to full life. So we did manage to recover. Do get a triple fear here, which kind of turns the tides. We get that full HP heal. Get that triple fear out on the enemy team. That fear was also followed by the polymorph on to the Disciplined Priest. The Paladin is spam casting Flash of Lights. Not sure if the Pally still has Bubble or if he already used Bubble. But if not, this should definitely be our go where we force it. But if you look at my defensive cooldowns, I have no trinket, no fear, no fade, no barrier, no pain suppression, no wings, no rapture, right? Those are all of my defensive cooldowns. I'm very scared for this next go. Positioning is important here, right? I don't want to just run at the enemy team. I kind of want to make it difficult for them to hit me. I maybe want to pre-stack Clarity of Will onto myself or onto my teammates because this next go is going to be very scary. But they did use a lot of their offensive cooldowns already. We got that full sheep, so they're going to have to be running away. And they all don't have trinkets either. So this is kind of where we lived. There goes. We lived that huge offensive pressure. So we can win at this point if we play smooth. So right away, I want to notice that I'm coming off the pillar. I'm not pushing onto the pillar. I'm coming off the pillar, so they have to cross to me if they want to hit me. Now, if they're hitting my mage, I'm totally okay with that. They're running into me. I guess I forgot to mention that I am playing Defender of the Week. I'm not playing Vim because they are going on me. I would not be able to survive. Now here is Wings and the Hammer of Justice. I'm going to probably pop Shield, maybe pop Fade here. There is Shield and Fade. Throwing out that offensive penance Paladin into that kidney shot with the Vendetta. If he doesn't have Bubble, he goes down. I'm sorry, I did not see if he bubbled or not, but if he doesn't have Vendetta, he goes down. If he does have Bubble, we're going to try to Master Spell that. The full Hex, though, comes out onto me. We have no Hex Spell. The damage isn't going to break it, but the Paladin did Bubble already, so he does just go down. Game's not over yet, though. Bird's at 29%, and we're going to the full fear. Do Will the Fear throw out some shields and heals onto Bird? He actually gets to 11% there, but I do catch a couple of Shadow Mens, and looks like he's going to be okay, and we will take it, the 3v2. So we did beat these guys. That was a very, very, very difficult match. Here, looking at the damage breakdown once again. Actually, I don't have it sorted by damage. Okay. Nope. There. So the Ellie Shaman is the top, the Ret Pally shortly after that. Now we have the Rogue and the Mage coming in like below that. So with Rogue and Mages, guys, we have that Mortal Strike effect, and not only do we have the Mortal Strike effect from the Assassination Rogue, but we do have the CC as well. So the damage is more effective damage, and that's why even though we're doing much lower damage, like Rogue Mages usually do, we are actually coming out ahead in terms of kills, or, you know, we actually won the game because we're getting that CC. When they come out of the CC, that Mortal Strike's hard to heal through. We use a lot of our offensive cooldowns, and we kind of kill them from there. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. So the reason I actually made this video is because people in the comments were like, Xaryu, we want to see RMP. We don't care if you're playing the rogue, the mage, the priest, any specs. We just want to see RMP. So that's why I uploaded this, RMP. There you go, guys. Let me know in the comments about what you guys want to see, because I do read them. I do listen. If you guys want to see something specific, just let me know, and I'll do my best to actually get that gameplay for you and kind of break it down. But here we have some assassination, fire, disc priest gameplay, a lot different. It does work with an arcane mage as well. If you're going to play frost mage, I'd recommend playing with a sub rogue. A lot of different combinations, but just let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Guys, thumb this video down if you didn't like it. Talk to me in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.